International Marizan Cup. A little bit of extra bounce.
Yeah, Marizan Cup will be happy about that one.
There's the edge, and that's going to be the first boundary, a fortuitous one to start proceedings from a boundary perspective. But that's what Pakistan were after. A little bit of a boost, and that's improved the scoring rate. Yeah, I think you're quite correct there, and definitely trying to steer it down to the third man position, but fortuitous on an edge, went away to the fence, and then backed up with the most explosive shot of the day so far. Nicely worked over deep mid-wicket. Punch of the gloves from the Pakistan captain, and they are starting to come into their own now.
Just a nice shot there over mid-wicket to Veera Khan.
We wouldn't have thought that was coming, would we, have, Angelique? From what we've seen so far, it's been very subdued, but that was really expansive.
Yeah, look, Paulia, just like the intent that Pakistan is showing today.
And she does it beautifully, nicely picks out the same area as she did in the last over, and once again, some good power. So that's really good stuff from Zafar. Effect already. Another sweep shot, and the wicket is taken. The finger goes up from Brad White. We saw an appeal in the second delivery of the over. This time, Brad White judges that it's going to go on and crash into the stumps. And there is the breakthrough for South Africa. So the partnership at the top is broken. Yes, Zafar on her way for 19. 34. It's been a nice bounce back since the power play. And it's the second wicket. Ali fails again. This time she's gone across her stumps and exposed the leg stump. And Sekakune has got one nice and straight. Beats their legs again and crashes into the leg stump. We saw what happened to Peter Dar in the last match. Also walked too far across. That's disappointing for Ali again.
Hello, hello, hello. The reverse sweep executed perfectly. This is going to speed away for 4, despite the efforts of the diving Mignon de Priya. That's a really well executed reverse sweep. So 8 from the over. That's better from Pakistan. It's 39 for 2. Masabata class. Helped on its way to long leg for 4. Well, this is suddenly it's just twisted for Pakistan, because after 3 overs of tightness from South Africa, back-to-back boundaries, one off the Shangasi over, now the first ball of the class over, Pakistan are back with the momentum.
Again, Britain cares. It just shows the importance of this partnership that is being set up by Khan and Dar, and the South Africans, I feel, are just helping them with wayward bowling.
Heaved into the deep, and it's gone all the way. That is a massive stroke from Nida Dar. We've seen what she can do throughout this tour, and she has clipped that straight out the meat of the bat. It's a lovely stroke. 10 off the first 2 balls of the over. Class under pressure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful stroke. She walked towards the bowler and really just got it in the middle there and over square leg for a maximum.
Right out of the sweet spot. Beautifully timed and placed. So how does class come? carrying on the wind, and that is her chosen area. Oh, close and gone! A slower one from Sekekuni and cross it and is sent packing. And straight after the rain delay, unfortunately, Pakistan lose. She's gone for 18, and Sekekuni gets her second at 61 for 3.
Yeah, Dar just not picking up the slow ball and just moving the head towards that leg side before she actually made contact with the ball. And to me, obviously very happy to get that win.
It was close. She had backed up way too far, had Aisha Naseem. And there was an opportunity for Sanae Loose to hit the stumps direct. And sadly, once again, they've missed the stumps, South Africa. Look how far up she's come. Here's the shy, out for all money, out for all money. Good alert anticipation from Loose, but can't hit.
Important that these two stick around for time. And as we say that, there's a use of the feet down the wicket. Play and miss by Naseem, and I don't feel she's got back in time. She did sweep the bat around and try and get it placed back into the popping crease, but I feel she's well short.
Front foot's good. Front foot good. Good flight and beat in the air. And gone for money. Tried to hit this one out of Durban. It was Naseem, but just have the feeling that she's short on this occasion. It's a good take by the wicketkeeper. Off goes the bails, and that's short. Season out. Naseem's going to go for 2. Pakistan 66 for 4.
Yeah, everything going a little bit pear-shaped for Pakistan now.
Short again, cut again, 4 again.
Yep, similar kind of shot, similar kind of delivery. Short, wind, and really cut it beautifully for 4 runs.
Aerial route, but same result, 4 runs.
She's anticipating the length. She's giving herself room. She knows Ismail has been overly short in this particular today. Cut away. Oh, bad piece of fielding. Straight through backward point for 4. That's bonus runs for Pakistan. It brings up the 100. And Javeria Khan is playing a little gem of an innings here. She's 45, fortunately. So up in the air it goes. Should be taken. Oh, my word! What a sitter. Well, can you believe it? That is, you won't get an easier chance than that. And Marizan Kapp knows it. She has every bit of sympathy for Tunnicliffe at the moment, but this really has to be taken.
I think I'm going to bring out the words, oh my word, in that one. It would really have to move, just went straight through the hands.
And that always is the result after a drop chance. The next one disappears away for 4. What should have been a wicket ended up being 8 from the over. It's 117 for 5. That's when the partnerships come. Sweetly in the air, down the ground for a 1 bounce 4. Beautifully struck by Imtiaz. Valuable runs at the bottom end of this innings.
Imtiaz really doing a good job here, supporting your captain and putting away a bad ball. Beautifully low full toss straight back over the bowler's head. 1 bounce 4. Really valuable runs being contributed here.
Yeah, and that has prompted a change in the field. Mid-off goes back, a 3rd man comes up into the ring.
Boundary to get them over 130. No, they can't, because Klaas finishes it in style with a perfect Yorker. Imtiaz giving herself room. Is bowled off the last ball of the innings. And Despite the fact she's got a wicket, it won't wear a smile today, will Masabata Class, because it's been a tough day in the field, but at least this will give her some solace. She's ended with a perfect delivery. The end of the innings, hitting the base of middle stump. And at 127 for 6, there's a challenging score. Kanat Imtiaz, a useful hand, gone for 29. Off the last ball of the innings, Pakistan have achieved 127 for 6.
And that's nicely played. Karen, give us a bit of insight into these two.
Yeah, Tunnicliffe, I think, you know.
There's a good shot. That's nicely played, and the miscommunication again. Oh, this is it. This is the first wicket. Eventually she'll gather it and get it onto the stumps. And that was a classical case of ball watching. And you do feel for Tunnicliffe. She was running to the danger end, and once she played the shot, she felt it was in position to be able to get through. And Annika Bosch was not interested from the outset. She barely moves outside of her crease. And if they had just gone, they would have given themselves half a chance, especially with the fumble in the end. That's not the start South Africa are after, and not the start Tunnicliffe was looking for. An opportunity at the top, and in many ways it's now been wasted. South Africa lose their first. Tunnicliffe goes for 1. South Africa 3 for 1. So Amin will continue into a second over. Oh! And with the flight, that ball just dipped at the back end of its journey. It's probably lit up because of the trajectory that was coming down to her. She thought, I can slog sweep this away to the leg side. Not to be. She ends up yorking herself, clatters into the stumps. And with all the changes at the top of the order, South Africa are themselves in trouble at 4 for 2.
Yeah, just the dip that's doing it here. But it's really the first time that we see Marizon Cup trying to play that square of the wickets. He was usually very strong down the ground. Very well bowled on this occasion. Marizon Cup's going to go for 1. And South Africa 4 for 2.
That's nicely played, and through the gap as well. Just a little bit of width. Baig will be a bit disappointed that she's offered up that width. But Bosch not missing out. A brilliant shot.
Yeah, waiting for that one. Short, wide delivery. Got in a good position and beautifully played square the wicket for 4 runs.
Yeah, the first boundary of the innings for South Africa. So that's nicely played.
Can't be easy for the bowlers out there at the moment, actually. The rain seems to be getting a little bit harder.
She does cut well. She's timed it to perfection, found the gap away to the offside again. Another good boundary to Annika Bosch, her second.
Yes, Anwar really not following up. Delivery on the previous ball, not following up very well on this one. Short and wide. Annika Bosch pounces on it in front of square to the boundary.
Given the opportunity to anything loose, she does leap on it against the left arm spin. Oh, she chips it straight back to the bowler. She's done by the flight. Amin gets her second. She never got to the pitch of it. Her footwork nowhere near as secure as Dupree. And she still went through with a shot with the bottom hand and chips it back to the bowler. Bosch has gone for 13. And South Africa are in big trouble here, 24 for 3.
Yeah, a bit of a nothing shot there from Bosch. She really didn't get to the pitch of that delivery and just threw the hands at it with that bottom hand coming through, chipping it up to Armin. She departs for 13 runs. South Africa 24 for 3.
Now Dupree. Smash through cover for 4. That's an exquisite stroke. Excellent timing, excellent placement. 7 from the over. It's 29 for 3.
Just good shot there by Minion Priya. South Africa really needed to give them more of that.
And she's got her lady. The ball drifts in, goes between bat and pad, crashes into the stumps. And that is a really good delivery and impact for Nida Dar as she comes into the attack. There's lots of discussion, but there can be some celebrations. They've got their fourth, and that's going to put them firmly back on top.
Yeah, on this occasion, just the ball sliding on. Goodall probably trying to heave that over the mid-wicket region. Miss it, and Kennedy into middle stump. Very well bowled by Nida Dar. Goodall's going to go. 11. South Africa 45 for 4.
The entertaining one. And that's beautifully played. Nida Dar will be so disappointed with that. She was so good in her line and length for the bulk of the over, and the last delivery sliding it wide, and Dupree cashes it. 51 for 4 after 10.
Yeah, on this occasion, just dragged it short a little bit, and Dupree and Axon take full advantage of that one, to it in front of cover for 4.
To be at the end of the over. Picking out long off and long on. Can they find a gap in the deep to get the boundary they so desperately need? At the end of the over, South Africa need to be at 79. That would be Duckworth, Lewis, Powell. Probably actually have to be at 80, not just 79. Oh, the rain has got too much. The stumps are out the ground, and unfortunately what was building up to be a teasing conclusion, finally the heaviness, the increasing heaviness of the rain has seen that the umpires have called things off, and that's where South Africa need to be. 79. They're 11 behind that at this stage. Got a feeling that scoreboard is at where they'd have to be at the end of the over, but nonetheless they're still behind. The covers are coming on, and let's hope, as it's been out through much of the evening, just a little passing shower, and they can get back out there and have a tilt at getting the 127. Otherwise, if not, Pakistan are certainly ahead on Duck.